I couldn't really sleep today because I kind of got the realization that I'm kind of bullshitting myself a little bit. And I'll explain what I mean by that by a little bit, but first let me give you a little backstory to yesterday. I was just laying in bed and I was scrolling and I realized I was just going through my page and I was realizing man, I used to have so much fire in me towards things. I really wanted things. I was so obsessive about things, but now it's just I feel like I've gotten super comfortable. I'm not so obsessive over things anymore. I'm not really craving anything, and I think I'm only 20, turning 21 in August really soon. There's something wrong with that. It's too early. I am not a fucking millionaire or something to be able to afford to think like this. Or in general, you should never, even if you are a millionaire, kind of get too comfortable, because you start to just kind of ride the wave of life, and you lose control, and you don't take control over anything. And while there's some people like it, I feel like I've always been that guy that just really would hyper obsess over a certain thing until he gets it. And I haven't had that in a while, maybe a year or something, or over a year. And I remember I was just sitting downstairs in my garden, and I was just looking at myself in the mirror. 30 minutes, I was just what the fuck happened? What caused this? I feel like I've just learned to not care too much about things, to the point where I don't care about pretty much obsessively about anything. While not caring about too much, so much about things is really good. It doesn't make you make an emotional reactions towards situations as much. But the thing is, I feel like I kind of accidentally burnt my fire with it, which I think is just not good, especially if you're young. I'm probably in the peak of my life, and many of you are too, right? And I should be using every single time my energy. I'm just gonna get more and more tired. I'm gonna get more responsibilities. I'm gonna have children and kids. I'm gonna have a family. I'm gonna have higher taxes to pay. More responsibilities, less time for myself, and I am just kind of just drifting lately. And I'm trying to figure out for a while why I don't have this fire. And I realized I don't think it's ever going to happen to me naturally anymore, because I had those fires many times in my life, to the point where I don't think I'm able to spark it as much. But I know the right thing to do is start forcing it. And I think this is gonna sound really toxic to a lot of people, but start comparing yourself to a lot of people when you're in this situation. People around your age, people that are not even your age, that have this life situation that you kind of want. And a lot of people shit on comparing yourself to other people, but I think, yes, it's the thief of joy, but I don't think you should be happy all the time. You really shouldn't. There should be moments, sure, but sometimes you comparing yourself to other people can kind of show your situation, especially if you don't know what is happening in your life, and maybe you think you're getting too comfortable. It can give you a slap in the face that you kind of sometimes need. And sometimes that kind of punch in the gut is what you would need. And I'm really glad I had this, because I genuinely tweaked out, and I haven't tweaked out for a long time, because I just don't care about things. I'm too comfortable. I'm happy. That's the problem. I'm just happy. And it's too early for me to be happy. It feels wrong. I don't everybody strives to be happy, but I realized that's something I should be worrying about, or something that I should be caring about once I'm a grandpa or retired. Right now I have all this energy, and I'm just not hyper focusing on the things that I should be. I should be wanting more things. I should not be settling for anything. And I started comparing myself to other people my age that have much more financial success, much more career successes, whatever it is, social media. And it just sparks something in me. Not a fire. I don't think I'll get the fire anymore, but just I'm pissed off. And I think that is really good, because that is such a strong source of energy for yourself. You being pissed off is better than energy drinks, coffee, whatever, weed, whatever you take to get energy. Holy God, it is just the best, because like even when you're hungry, you just are like instantly motivated to do that thing instantly and just like go at it, you know? And I'm just really like shocked that I've gotten like this, and I'm glad that I have it back slowly. Obviously not the fire, but like that ambition. I've been missing that ambition a lot. Like I've been drifting with my social media. I haven't been caring too much about my posts so much. I've just been posting with no direction pretty much, you know. And thank God I have this YouTube channel, because it forces me to speak. And when I speak out loud, especially if you're a loner like me and you don't like really speak about yourself too much to many people, you start to basically talk to yourself in third perspective, kind of realize that, damn, you've been kind of bitching, you know? And it puts you in an uncomfortable place, which is great. I think that's what needs to be done. And I think sometimes you really need to look yourself in the mirror and just be serious and look and compare yourself to other people in the situation if you think you're getting too comfortable, because you probably are. And that's why you're probably scrolling so much on these social medias, and it's killing so much of your precious time, because you have no direction, you have nothing to be pissed off that you don't have, that you really want, that you should be using that negative energy towards. Fitness, business, whatever the fuck that is, relationships, you know? And yeah, you know, I've been taking it for granted. Maybe it's because I live in the tropics. You know, Bali is great for fitness, all this stuff, it's really good, but man, it makes you just like, it's just the weather, it makes you pretty like lazy, you know? And there's genuinely not much other things to do other than just like have just like chill things to do. You know, you really have to force yourself to work, which is not good if you're already struggling to get work done. You know, that's why I think like living in a country of winter, when I was back in Prague in Czech Republic and I was building my fitness business, holy fuck, it was winter. Oh, I was so fucking locked in. Like everything was depressing outside. It's like communist, like post-Soviet Soviet country, right? And like everything's disgusting, muddy. Sorry, my phone ran out of storage. But basically, to summarize it, I hated going outside and I really want to get out of the country for the winter. So I really locked in on the business. Clients are happy. I still have most of them, right? And I'm really fucking happy about that. And yeah. And then I was able to move back to Bali or to the tropics, you know. But again, I was only able to do that with the extra pressure, you know. So to summarize, I think if you lost yourself and you don't have that fire, look around you, compare yourself a little bit, and look within you. Why do you think you got so comfortable? And what do you think are the problems of you getting comfortable? And compare yourself a little bit to others. And if you don't feel a little bit of jealousy or some type of negative energy of like, why don't I have that thing? I really want it. Why am I not doing this for myself? They have it. Why not me? You know, and that's not a bad thing. I think that's a realization. But then obviously at some point you have to stop comparing and just be like, okay, this is my situation and this is what I can do for myself. So yeah, even if you don't have the fire anymore, you can still use that negative energy, which is a positive thing, because that negative energy is so strong. Trust me, so strong. It's the biggest motivator in the world, and it can last a very long time until you have the thing that you really want, you know, that you're really pissed about. So yeah, let me know if you agree, and yeah, take care of yourselves. I hope you enjoyed this outside video, and I love you. Take care. Bye bye. Hello, Adamski from the future here. Just a quick reminder that I do have a school community. And if you want to work with me one-on-one and want to learn about skincare, modeling, posing, Instagram growth, fitness, whatever it is, you will work one-on-one with me. No way I bullshit. Everything that I know that has worked for me and my clients that have successfully had huge glow-ups. Link will be down in the description. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.